Hi guys, another Geek123 here. So in today's video I'm going to start going through the complete story history of Sonic the Hedgehog. This will focus on the game stories and adventures, but no shows or comics will be included since there's a mixed bag of sources saying whether they are canon or not to the main Sonic universe. Anyway, let's just get right into it. So first, the 1991 game story. On the tropical paradise of South Island, Sonic's animal friends start to disappear one by one, making him suspicious. This leads to him discovering that the evil scientist Dr. Robotnik has been behind it all. Robotnik kidnapped the animals and converted them into Robotnik bandits. Badniks, as a part of his plan to collect all 6 of the Chaos Emeralds. This leads to Sonic racing through the zones of the island while facing up against Robotnik's evil traps and robots. He also frees one animal one by one going through each zone. Eventually Robotnik faces off against Sonic, which leads to Sonic beating him to where Robotnik runs away from his lab while it explodes. Eventually Sonic has all 6 of the emeralds and makes them react with each other to where the jungle is back to normal. Eventually in Sonic the Hedgehog 2, Sonic was looking for new adventures and he discovers the West Side Island where he landed on his plane, the Tornado. He thought it was all nice and calm, but he didn't realise a certain flying object was behind him the whole time and landed on the other side of the island. It's not revealed until the very end of the story, but a very long time before he arrived, the people of West Side Island used a mysterious stone to advance their civilization and achieve prosperity, but when they tried to use it for the wrong reasons, they vanished overnight. One day after he arrived, Sonic noticed a shy orange fox behind him. He was hiding behind some of the palm trees. His name was Miles Prower, but he was known as Tails due to his 2 special tails which he got bullied for. When they met, Tails wanted to be as cool as Sonic, and he was allowed to hang around him since he was just a harmless kid. Eventually, after meeting, Tails revealed that when he first encountered Sonic sleeping on the island, there was a fire in the forest and he found some robots lurking around the area before it was put out. It turned out that Robotnik was looking for the emeralds again, including a lost 7th one, which was spoken about in the island's legend. He again kidnapped animals of the island to create his new ultimate weapon, the Death Egg. Eventually he ruled pretty much everywhere, which made Sonic start to try and save the day as Tails follows. The duo went through the island while rescuing animals and stopped Robotnik's creations. Eventually Robotnik tries to fly away as the duo follows in the Tornado, but it gets shot down, which leads to Sonic leaving Tails behind. Eventually Sonic does beat Robotnik, but he tries to get into the Death Egg, but Tails returns with the upgraded Tornado, allowing them to catch up once again. Eventually they get on board and beat Robotnik once again, leading to the Death Egg exploding as they leave. Sonic falls through the air but gets saved by Tails, resulting in them to be best friends. Eventually in Sonic the Hedgehog CD, Robotnik steals Little Planet, which is over Never Lake, where special stones known as the Time Stones are found. The Time Stones are very powerful gems that are capable of controlling time. He had his eyes on the stones ever since the planet appeared over the month. He then carves on the planet with his robots, which lead to Sonic arriving to stop him from taking the Time Stones. This leads to Sonic running through the past, present and future of each zone to ensure a good future and to find Robotnik's latest invention, Metal Sonic. Eventually, while doing this in Palm Tree Panic, Sonic meets Amy Rose, who has a massive crush on him, while he enters Collision. While he enters Collision Chaos, Amy follows him and Metal Sonic kidnaps her, which means Sonic has another task on hand, which is to save her. He then encounters Metal Sonic and they end up racing against each other, with Robotnik flying closely behind it. However, Robotnik shoots a laser at Metal Sonic, which leads to Sonic saving Amy. Eventually Robotnik tries to escape with the stones, but Sonic throws something at him which leads to him and Amy saving the timeline. Eventually in Sonic Chaos, Sonic and Tails plan to go on an adventure, but Robotnik managed to steal one of the Chaos Emeralds, which are in the South Island. This leads to the rest scattering around the island, with the island not handling the power anymore and starting to sink into the sea. Hearing rumours of Robotnik's plot, which was making bombs out of the emeralds, Sonic and Tails returned to the island and found all the chaos. Eventually they did stop Robotnik and saved the island. A year later, however, the emeralds were kept in the island North Cave, while Sonic and Tails kept themselves busy with loud practice runs. One day, a terrible explosion rocked the island. The animals investigated, Flicky the bluebird discovered the emeralds were gone, and if they weren't returned soon, the island would sink again. Robotnik then arrived in his Eggmobile with the red Chaos Emerald, announcing he would conquer the world this time when he got the rest. Sonic and Tails set off to get the emeralds, which they do, and beat Robotnik, which they do. Eventually in Sonic the Hedgehog 3, we see Knuckles taking a walk along the Emerald Altar to check if the emeralds are alright with her, until a huge earthquake came out of nowhere and he saw the emeralds in the air, which led to him leaping to them, but he blacked out. He then woke up and they were gone, but he saw a huge egg in the distance. This reminded him of the tail of the dragon, and that the dragon would lay an egg. While this happened, Robotnik came in calling himself Dr. Eggman, as he explained to Knuckles that he came to research the dragon's egg, but an evil hedgehog named Sonic was trying to intervene with it and his research, and steal the emeralds as well. Knuckles, believing these lies, ran out the door to stop Sonic. While this happened, Sonic and Tails are taking a break on the island somewhere in the distance until Tails detects a strong Chaos Emerald reading with his invention, the Dual Radar, and they both start to investigate. They eventually find the landmass previously known as the Floating Island, resting on the ocean. Sonic then uses his power of the emeralds to turn into Super Sonic, and he starts to glide through the water. However, he is caught off guard by Knuckles' spiked glove and is captured with Tails. But in the end they escape while Robotnik manages to fly the Death Egg without the emeralds, but they both defeat him, resulting with it falling again. Carrying on in Sonic and Knuckles, the Doctor ends up resuming on his goal to restore the Death Egg, this time by stealing the Master Emerald to run the engine which guarded by Knuckles, who is tricked into fighting Sonic. From the whole story, Sonic ended up landing in Mushroom Hill, and he discovered a giant ring that took him to the Master Emerald, which he realises what Robotnik really wants and heads out to save the day again. Meanwhile, in the underground hidden place, Robotnik takes advantage of the confusion between Sonic and Knuckles in order to gain the Master Emerald, which leads to Knuckles realising he has been tricked all along. He ends up being electronised by Robotnik, however, as he tries to stop him taking the emerald. Eventually Knuckles helps Sonic go to the Sky Sanctuary, then leaves him to defeat Robotnik and trusts him to return the Master Emerald. Sonic also takes on the Death Egg and defeats Robotnik's escape mech to bring back the Master Emerald, making the floating island regaining its namesake. However, a lone Eggbro takes on the Doctor's mantle while this happens. Later on, Knuckles is relaxing with the animals in Mushroom Hill until a bomb thrown by Eggrobo appears. Knuckles then chases after it very angrily. Eventually, the Eggrobo grabs him, but Mecha Sonic arrives. Knuckles glides out the way as the Mecha Sonic destroys it, and the two fight. Knuckles defeats Mecha, and which leads to him dashing to Master Emerald to achieve its Super Slate. He still defeats it, but the platform collapses, but Sonic saves him with the tornado. Carrying on in Sonic the Hedgehog Triple Triple, Dr. Robotnik manages to get his hands on the 6 Chaos Emeralds without Sonic knowing. Unfortunately for him, during a testing phase of his new weapons, he loses one of them. He then manages to get the yellow one, but he can't track the other 5. While this happens, Sonic and Tails start to retrieve them, but Sonic tricks Knuckles again to try and stop them. While this is happening, a hunter named Knack the Weasel had heard about the exchange of Sonic and Knuckles. He also knows very much about the emeralds and how valuable they are, and heads out to get them himself. Eventually, Sonic and Tails defeat Robotnik and Knuckles to save the day from a little help from Knack. Skipping over Knuckles' Chaotic that hardly features Sonic, we go on to Sonic Blast, whereas other people know it as Sonic 3D Blast. Sonic is enjoying a nap on his palm tree hammock on South Island, but it is interrupted by a flash of a Chaos Emerald, which led to it shattering into 5 different coloured pieces, which also scatters away. Turns out this was Robotnik trying to shoot Sonic, but accidentally hitting an emerald, but he's still pleased by it. Now wanting to use the pieces to fortify his new aerial base on the Silver Castle. However, Sonic goes off to defeat Robotnik, with Knuckles coming out to help him, and they stop him obviously. Carrying on in Sonic Adventure, we found out a few millennia ago, the Chaos and the Master Emeralds were kept in an altar near the territory of clan of Echidnas. I'm sorry, I'm just very bad at pronouncing that, even though it's literally Knuckles species.
That selfish hog!
Well, again, yeah, the same species of Knuckles. One named Decal, daughter of the chief, befriended the KO that lived near the altar and their protector. When the chief wanted to expand the clan's territory, he wanted to steal the Chaos Emeralds and use their power to defeat his rivals. Although his own daughter and KO stood up against him, he ordered his soldiers to charge anyway, resulting in KO being injured. But this angered him, making him into a giant monster and destroying the clan. But Tequila, this was because she sealed herself with the Master Emerald. In the present day, however, Robotnik learns this legend surrounding Chaos because he believed it to be true. So he seeks out the Master Emerald and shatters it, which results in Chaos to be freed. His goal is to control Chaos and use it to protect it, and use its power to collect emeralds and conquer the city of Robotnik Land. But when Sonic and his friends learn, they stop Robotnik and his plans. So guys, that is the first part of the video. Yes, there's way too much in the Sonic story, and hopefully maybe in part 2 I'll be able to finish it. It might go into part 3, I'm not too sure yet. But other than that, I'm really liking the story so far. There's a couple of things out here and there that are like, why did they do that? But mostly the whole story is very continuing what the classic Sonic game was. They expanding the thing of these emeralds and Robotnik, and every single time Robotnik has a different thing, showing that this guy just wants the Chaos Emeralds for anything, because it's that powerful to him. And I just love the introduction of Tails, and I love the introduction of Knuckles being his like frenemy in a way. And also my favourite villain out of the whole Sonic Rogue, other than Robotnik, is actually in one of the stories, and I literally mentioned him before. Metal Sonic. He's so awesome to me, and I'm not really going to get into it, but he's such an awesome character. Anyway, what are your thoughts, guys, on this story so far? Are you liking it? Is there anything you would change personally about the Sonic story so far? This has currently been the whole of the 90s ones before we get into the 2000s. I'd also just give me some feedback about the video in total. Did you like it? Did you dislike it? You can show me. You can show me by the like or dislike button. I don't mind if you click the dislike button. It gives me a goal to achieve. And if you didn't like it, or you didn't like it and just want some improvement, just comment down below. And if you really like the rest of the videos that I've made so far, please give me a subscribe. It honestly makes my day. I'm thinking before part 2 comes out, I'm going to put out my Q&A for 100 subs, and I just want to thank separately in that video about it, and a little celebration sort of. But honestly guys, thank you so much for 100 subs. I know it's not a lot these days by YouTube standards, but it means a lot to me. It was literally my yearly goal, and I thought, like, last month, I'm not going to hit this, I'm just going to embarrass myself. And no, you guys helped me achieve my goal of getting 100 subs. And I hope you guys like my thoughts, and that's why you're subscribed to me. And if we can keep going and keep getting people and people, we have a whole little, we can have a big massive family with all these thoughts. But that's a bit cringy to me, but I just really find it cool that people actually like my thoughts on it. I'm just gonna close the video, but thank you so much guys, and thank you for watching the video. See ya.
Stop!
You violated the law. It's been too long since I've seen a good draw. I'm just warming up, you pathetic worm!